Good afternoon, folks. And today we're going to talk about who are the quarterbacks that were bust in the college, and who are the going to be potential busts, and who are the who are really good quarterbacks, and who are the quarterbacks that are actually going to maybe be really potentially good quarterbacks, and those that put up numbers. Let's start with the really good quarter. Let's start with a perfect example of a busted quarterback. Ohio's Matty Mock. Matty Mock was supposed to be one of the best quarterbacks there ever has been. He ended up playing for Kenton High School. He leads all quarterback stats of everything. Literally, he's the top ever quarterback that ever stepped foot on any surface of the earth. He leads all-purpose passing yards of every quarterback that ever has laid foot here. Has thrown for 1,353, completed 1,353 passes for 2,110 attempts, 219 touchdowns, 63 interceptions for 18,932 yards in his whole entire career. Now that is an accomplishment if you are a quarterback. Something to be proud of. Now, after he graduated, he went to Missouri. And his stats at Missouri were 346 of 657, 42 touchdowns, 19 interceptions, 4,373 yards. Now, that was a bust. Because you would have thought when he went to Missouri, he would have done any better. Because he went 17-5 at Missouri as a starter. But then he transferred to Eastern Kentucky, went 21-39, one touchdown, 2 interceptions for 303 yards in 2 games that he played. That's still pretty good considering he went 367 of 696, 43 touchdowns, 21 interceptions for 4,676 total yards. That's still saying a lot about how he did. This guy is... Matty Mock still proved to be something else, but I consider him a bust. Because the reason why I consider him a bust, all those big numbers that you put up there, but then he comes to Missouri and performs that badly? Nah. You need to do better. Considering one year he was back up for a year, but then he was a starter the next year, and then he was started for 4 games, and then I guess they had to forfeit after that. They forfeit all 5 games. I guess they forfeited 5 games due to the fact of NCAA violations. It is what it is. Now, when he went to Eastern Kentucky, he pretty much started 2 games but lost. Now we got Bryce Underwood. A monster. No, I don't know. From what I saw, 455 is 671, 152 touchdowns, 13 interceptions for 11,488 total yards. Now, who knows? I'm not going to say he's a bust yet, but he had 99 total yards in the spring game before the very last flea flicker touchdown pass. That was lucky he even got that off. But if you watch it, it was really close. Picks it up, throws it, touchdown. 88 yards, touchdown. But that was then. He threw one interception. Now, when he plays Oklahoma, that might be more interesting. Now, who knows? I mean, New Mexico, I don't know how good they'll be, but that'll be interesting. But he put some good numbers there at Belleville High School. I mean, the Orange and Black played. He won 2 titles there, was a runner-up. Then made it to Elite 8 and lost in Michigan at the Belleville High School in Michigan. So then he set some records up there, but 11,488, that's still a pretty decent amount of yardage. Then you got Julian Sain, Carlsbad High School senior, who's now at Ohio State, the Alabama transfer. He went for 4,000. He went for 511 to 724, 86 touchdowns, 10 interceptions for 7,970 yards. At Ohio State, he went 5 of 12 for 84 yards and 1 touchdown. That's pretty good. 1 touchdown, that's pretty darn good. Now, if you are some of these other players like Quinn Ewers, I don't know. I mean, I'm starting to think he might be a bust. Because, considering he went 450 of 643, 73 touchdowns, 8 interceptions for 6,645 total yards in high school. You do the math when he was at Texas, 737, 1,135, 68 touchdowns, 24 interceptions, 9,128. Just a few hundred more bit better in college, but not much better. I mean, I feel like he's a little bit of a bust. Not much any better. Then you get Arch Manning. Isidore Newman High School went 642, 996, 115 touchdowns, 19 interceptions for 8,539 yards. At Texas, he's gone 63 of 95, 9 touchdowns, 2 interceptions for 969. So he's got a little bit of playing time in there, but it's not like if Quinn Ewers didn't get hurt, he probably wouldn't see as much playing time yet. He'd probably be a true rookie. I mean, that's literally what everyone's been barking about. Quinn Ewers would probably have more yardage than what he has right now, but due to the fact he got injured 2 games, and that's why Arch Manning has a little bit of playing time underneath his belt, and that's why he has the numbers up like they are. But now we got Drew Aller from Medina High School in Ohio. That played for Penn State. He had 630 for 1,149, 98 touchdowns, 20 interceptions for 9,103 yards. That's impressive. But let's look at his numbers from Penn State. 530 of 843, 53 touchdowns, 10 interceptions for 6,302 yards. This is at Penn State only. I mean, a big drop from what we thought he would do from high school. Now he's starting to look like a bust. I'm not going to say Arch Manning is anywhere near a bust. Nowhere near do I say he's a bust. Same with Drew Aller. But I'm starting to think Drew Aller's kind of a bust. Same with Quinn Ewers. Because Quinn Ewers didn't win the title like everyone said he would, considering he was the number 1 overall quarterback. I don't know how he was the number 1 overall quarterback when he had only had 6,645 yards. I mean, number 1 overall player. And then you get Tavion St. Clair from Bellefontaine, Ohio High School. Went 729 yards, 1,000 for 1,070, 104 touchdowns, 22 interceptions for 10,694 yards. Hasn't really played a snap at Ohio State because he's new this year. So that's going to make or break for him this year. So now the point is, does Ohio State have an edge when he comes in? Because I have a feeling next year Lincoln Kienholz will transfer to another school, so we won't probably see him. So then that'll make him the backup. Because that's when Julian Sane will probably have at least another year. After next year, he'll probably go pro. And then you'll have, then that's when you'll get the Tavion St. Clair. I mean, this is going to be a very good season. Who knows how well he'll be. And then you got 2 more quarterbacks coming in for Ohio State, and we'll talk about them when their seasons are over. And with that being said, hit the like button, hit the bell for notifications. With that being said, tell me who you think the busts are between all these quarterbacks. If it's Arch Manning, Quinn Ewers, Drew Aller, Matty Mock, or Matty Mock. Tell me if you think any of them are bust, or tell me the potential bust if you think Arch Manning might be a potential bust, or Bryce Underwood might be a potential bust, or Julian Sane might be a potential bust. I don't think Julian Sane will be a bust because he's already played a little bit and he actually showed he's got some movement. Bryce Underwood, I'm not saying he's a bust either, but I have a fine feeling he might be a bust. But tell me who you think might be the bust this year, and I'll tell you how I personally feel. With that being said, I'm out of here. Peace.